Hi all, and welcome back to another video on the Finca. We said we weren't going to do one for a couple of days, but if people had questions and things, that we'd happily do one and sit in the shade and waffle on about stuff. So that's exactly what we're going to do, if that's alright with you guys. Temperatures, poor, we're in the middle of a heat wave here. It was 42.4 Celsius yesterday, which is
108
Fahrenheit.
Incredibly hot.
Yeah, absolutely crazy.
I've never experienced anything that hot.
Spent most of our time trying to keep the animals cool,
Yeah.
the dogs cool, make sure they've got water, the cats as well, because they all disappear.
They all disappear, and of course we need to make sure they're drinking as well.
It's hard work alone in that, especially for us being out in it, doing all these things. But hey, not to worry. After today's Sunday, we don't know how soon we're going to get this out. There may be a gap for Sunday's video, but certainly Monday when you're watching this, and then we should be back to normal, because Monday it cools off a bit, and then Tuesday's back to normal. Normal. It's always hot, but you know,
30 degrees we can cope with that.
Bearable.
Be positively chilly.
Yeah, we'll be freezing actually. So it's started this channel for beginning of April, so in 4 months, apparently it takes sort of 22 months on average to build 1,000 subscribers. We've done that in 4 months, which is fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone. We're pleased that people enjoy the videos. Someone's pinging me, and we hope to, you know, as you can see, we've probably got our new camera actually as well. Hurrah!
I hope you can tell the difference.
Yeah, significantly tell the difference, hopefully. Obviously we intend, we've never done anything like this before, so we hope to keep on improving the videos. Oh, just a minute. Sorry about that. The dogs are going crazy, you probably heard, hopefully with our super microphone. The farmer, the old boy, was in the field behind, and they just want to eat him. The good guard dogs. So where are we up to? I can't remember now, I've lost my thread. So yeah, so we want to try and obviously keep increasing, improving the quality of the videos, the content of the videos. It's very varied, and we just show what we do on a daily basis. Basically, we can't do any more than that. You're off again. Right, I'll be back in a minute again. I'm back again. We thought it was only mad dogs and Englishmen went out in the midday sun. It's just tipped 40 degrees, and old Emilio, who's 94, and his son, he must be 70, are picking figs. Yeah, absolutely crazy people. So anyway, so we've got a little bit for you today. We don't know how long it's going to be. It might go on a bit, hopefully. We'll try and keep it interesting, entertaining. But we've had some questions off quite a few people, which we're going to address one at a time and try and answer them as fully and interestingly as possible. So let's get on with it. Let's crack on, as we say.
Right, so first question from Tim. Wants to know a bit more about our decision to do this and why YouTube, etc. So I'll start with the first part of that question. Why did we decide to buy a finca in the middle of nowhere that had no services, was derelict, had never really been lived in, at our age, I guess, because we're not spring chickens. We had a successful business. We have covered this on a previous video, so those of you that have seen that video, apologies. But we had a successful caravan boat storage business down in Dolores, which we'd had for 7 years. And we were very successful, very well respected, to the point that we were getting that we were going to have to turn people down because we were so busy. And then in 2019, September the 13th...
Shush. Sorry, still barking.
We had the most horrendous gota-fria in the Vega Baca region, and worse than that, the authorities decided to open the dam at Santa Mara to relieve the River Selgura. And the water level just rose within 2 hours, it was unbelievable. We went from having probably 12 inches of water to over a metre, yeah.
3 foot, yeah, just over a metre.
So quickly that we had no way of moving any of the caravans. There was nowhere to put them anyway because the whole of the surrounding area was just like lakes. And we lost 80 vans. So, most of our customers were brilliant, understood that it wasn't our fault, there was nothing we physically could have done. However, we had a few that were not so nice, and the stress that we went through was incredible. Yeah, I still get emotional because it was a terrible time. Anyway, moving on, we were just picking up again, and COVID hit, of course, last year. So we were in complete lockdown. Nobody could come to Spain on holiday. The people that were here had to go home. All the campsites were evacuated. So people took out their caravans and went back to the UK, and we were massively depleted. Andy also had the big American truck, which we did transportation of the big fifth wheels and American travel trailers, which again was a brilliant income for us. With Brexit, that became very, very difficult for us to continue operating. So we had to rethink our lives. The place where we were was only rented. Neither of us had any property back in the UK because previous relationships we've touched on before. Andy lost everything and I walked away from a lot. So
it's been a bit of a journey.
It's been a bit of a journey. So Andy started to pick
yourself up, dust yourself, back yourself down, don't you?
And we did. And Andy started to look on the internet at possible properties that we could afford to buy without a mortgage, because that was important to us, and came across this place. And I think we mentioned to you before, it was the first property we actually came to view and fell in love with it, and that was that. And so we started to work on it during lockdown, once we'd got our permissions, of course. And in between times, you know, back at home, there was nothing to do, we couldn't go out. We started to watch a lot of YouTube channels on restoring.
Lockdown, weren't we?
Yeah.
As a lot of people.
Yeah, on restoring places like ours, I suppose, or different things.
Yeah,
in the UK.
there's lots of fantastic channels out there, actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We really enjoy watching them. So we came to realise that people were actually making a living from producing videos on YouTube and sharing their lives in various restoration projects, you know, van lifers, things like that. So we thought, you know what, we've got nothing to lose. We'd lost our income completely. It was just costing us money to live. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can get work. You know, tomorrow I've got people asking me now to do, you know, to work for them. So that's not, you know, an issue as such. But we thought, well, if we could actually earn a living doing our place up and sharing it with everyone, and hopefully, you know, enough people to find it interesting, that would be fantastic. So hence we had nothing to lose. So we started the channel, and it's to be honest, it's grown beyond all our expectations. Yeah. Once again, thank you everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. What is lovely about it is we've almost got like a little community going on. Some of the questions and comments we've seen other subscribers are chipping in and answering the questions for,
and providing valuable information,
yeah,
especially regarding buying properties, yeah, in Spain, because it can be fraught.
Yeah.
You know, do be careful. We can only say that. Get a fantastic, yeah, solicitor, do your, definitely, checks. And it's really nice that you guys are even helping each other out as, yeah, well, because we don't know everything.
Fantastic.
So we've got a little family community going, and let's keep it growing and, you know, make more of it.
Absolutely.
What's in my face now? So yeah, hence the YouTube channel. We, you know, we don't intend going there, and we want to try and grow the channel. We want to make an income from it. You know, we need to really, or we won't be able to carry on doing it. Because I'll have to go working for other people, and progress on this place will slow down, etc., etc. Purely selfish motives, but you know what, we had nothing to lose, and yeah, it's it just seemed like a great idea at the time, and it seems like it might be. So yes, thank you to everyone, thank you to all the subscribers, thank you to all the people that watch. We keep saying it, don't we? Thank you to all the people that supported us. Right, so what's next? Is next. We've had three, Janice, Anthony and Big Chief, great name, have all asked a very similar question about where we're going forward. Anthony's asked about future plans, what's next. Janice has asked the same, more towards what we're doing next with the outdoor kitchen. And Big Chief has asked about the upstairs kitchen in the apartment up here. So where should we start? Future plan. What we're going to do
what's next? I think the priority is to get this donkey and goat shelter finished. So as soon as the cooler weather kicks in, we'll be on that.
Yes.
In between times, finishing that downstairs loo. There's not much left to do.
We've at least got to get a door on it.
At least got to get a door on. As soon as the supplier has the wood and you can make the door, and we'll fit that. So that's what's next.
In the immediate
future.
And our sort of longer term plans, it becomes seasonal, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We need to get the kitchen, Big Chief, done in the apartment and the little living room up there, because when winter comes it'd be too cold to sit out, which we're kind of camping outside at the moment, still camping.
Yeah. And at the moment, of course, the nights are long still, so
and very,
sometimes
very
we don't
warm.
sit down to eat until 9 o'clock, and it's still light, and that's great, but another couple of months we're going to be in darkness. So yeah, we need somewhere upstairs that is
that's going to be the next
habitable.
The next thing, turn that into, so we've got somewhere comfortable in the winter, and we can sit in the warmth. And then over the winter, we're then going to do
the outdoor kitchen and
in readiness for
the patio
next
area.
Summer.
Yeah.
Janice also asked about a floor plan. I've got an image of one somewhere. I'll put it up. I'll put it on the whole screen actually. If you want to study it, you'll have to pause the video. But yeah, we do have a floor plan. It's not changed too much, so yeah, we hope you find that interesting.
On our very first video as well, if you haven't seen it, we did a tour of the property.
We did a tour a few days ago, but we did a full tour.
Yeah, full tour, the whole house on our very first video. And so if you use that and then look at the floor plan, it probably make a bit more sense.
Yeah, so we hope that helps. Yeah, let's just keep taking it one step at a time. So only two people, 4 hands. That's it. It's just us. We're not getting any help at all, apart from Eddie, because he's got a digger and I've not got a digger. But generally, we intend to do the whole project ourselves, if assuming we can keep alive and get an income. So, yeah, what's next?
So next question comes from Janine.
The lovely Janine.
The lovely Janine, one of our main supporters. Thank you again. Janine says, what do we do for entertainment in the evening? That's a good question. There's not much evening left, to be honest, by the time we've finished work, looked after the animals, cooked a meal, eaten. We don't watch television, we don't watch Netflix. We do watch YouTube. If we fancy a concert, we'll watch on YouTube. Or we watch a lot of these restoration programs and other people that are doing interesting projects.
Wilderness cooking, that's another cracker.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can recommend that one.
And at the moment, because it's so nice out, we've not been inside watching YouTube. Andy's gone back to his guitar. When we first got together, we used to sit hours and hours in the evening. Andy played the guitar, I would sing very badly, but that's how we entertain ourselves. So he's just picked it back up again after months and months.
I'm no expert by any stretch, but I can be reasonable level. And I've actually been another subscriber, Rickard. How you doing, mate? Keep strumming, keep the fingers going.
Hi, Rickard.
He actually came to visit us a few weeks ago from Sweden, and he's been wanting to learn the guitar for ages, so I've kind of inspired him, and I do the odd video lesson for him as well. It all passes the time, doesn't it?
Yeah, and he's doing very well.
He is actually absolutely fantastic. Well. So stick at it, Rickard, you'll soon have it.
Yeah. Next question Janine asks is, how far are we from the beach? Well, we're about an hour. We don't tend to go to the beach. I've been here coming up 11 years, and I've been to the beach a handful of times. We don't get a lot of time. We're
have
always busy, especially with our previous business.
I have
It
an
was
incredibly
24/7.
incredibly low boredom
Yeah.
threshold as well, and sitting on the beach just, you know,
No.
we do like to swim in the sea,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
sitting on a beach.
Yeah.
So if we do go, it's just for a couple of hours and we'll have
Yeah,
a swim. And
sometimes we go for a paella or something on
yes,
the
we
beach.
have a very nice restaurant on
Yeah.
the beach that does a super paella. The problem as well is it's so packed here in the summer. It's a massive tourist area down by the coast, so it's not even that pleasant. So we try to go a little bit
out of season. Yeah,
when we
and
can.
we just sit in a nice restaurant and look at the sea,
Look at the-
as opposed to. Yeah,
But yeah, it's about an hour away though.
yeah. The next question.
Janine has many questions.
Do you use less solar in the evenings? One for you, Andy.
No, probably. It depends how to quantify it. Solar, in the day, obviously, if we're running washing machines and power tools and stuff, we're using a huge amount, but that's powered almost directly by the panels themselves. But in the evenings, there's more demand on the batteries because obviously the sun's not out and we've got lights on and things like that. So, yeah, depend on your perspective on that question. But
Yeah, fridge freezer's going overnight, I
Yeah, that's
suppose.
gone.
The computer's on all the time.
yeah, there's more demand on the batteries at night, but we use more power obviously during the
During
day
the
because
day. Tools
washing
and-
machines, power tools. Yeah, we like our power tools, don't we? It's like, we use lots of them.
Yeah.
So I hope that helps.
And finally,
Favourite band, is that the one?
who's our favourite musical band?
I don't have a favourite as such. We like such a varied
Yeah.
amount of music from Roy Orbison.
I love country, Dolly
Country.
Parton, Kenny Rogers.
And then-
we like a bit of rock. Andy's
I
t-shirt.
didn't buy this, by the way. Yeah. Good lads from Sheffield, just over the Pennines from Manchester.
And the Eagles, we love the Eagles.
Eagles, fantastic, best band in the world, we think. Because they play and stuff, we like anybody. There's a lot of, inverted commas, amateurs that are absolutely fantastic talents, and we try and watch them on YouTube as well. There's such, anyone that can play, properly without all this auto-tune and all that
We don't like
public
these manufactured bands.
manufactured rubbish, So yeah, a huge wide range of music. Of course, we like our rock music. I think is preferred,
Yeah, but I do like the Eagles.
but we do the Eagles. So
I think that's it really for questions. Yeah, we might do another one in the future. if anyone
Michael says we should have a rest. Well, we are. We're just sitting here waffling away.
And you know
It's not
what?
stressful.
I was so bored yesterday because it was too hot to do anything.
Oh,
but I could see everything needed doing, and it was so
we
difficult
we
not to do anything.
We do struggle to sit still, don't we?
Yeah, we've got 2
Oh,
days off and we were
The
bored.
commotion at the back, by the way. Just a minute.
Oh yeah, the dogs were barking. Apologies for that. Kept interrupting the video, but our lovely neighbour farmer has just picked us a load of figs. Look at
those white figs or green figs. Apparently the purple ones aren't ready yet, but these are absolutely beautiful. So that was worth a noise.
that. Yeah,
Put them there.
we'll enjoy those later.
Oh, super. And finally, you'll be pleased to hear, on the subject of earning a living, we've actually been invited by YouTube, this is invitation only, you can't just do it, to add a membership to our channel. So in the next couple of days or so, you'll see a little join button on our main page. Basically, for a monthly fee, we're going to give you extra content. We're going to do a video. There's going to be a few things. We're still working on the final details, but we're going to be doing an extra video every month, which we think is just going to be perhaps a summary of what we've done in that month and what we're moving on to next. Plus, I'm sure there'll be other
A bit of behind the scenes, maybe.
behind the scenes, yeah.
if it's publishable.
So, yeah, look out for that one. So, yeah, we're going to get working on that as well and get this video sorted out. Hopefully, the the footage is a lot better now with our super swanky new camera. So yeah, we hope you've enjoyed this. A bit of Heatwave waffle, and we'll be back tomorrow. I think we should be all right
back to normal
tomorrow and maybe in the next day or so.
Yeah.
Depending on when we get this one uploaded. So yeah, thanks all for watching. Thank you so much to all the subscribers. Thank you even more so to all the people that have supported us. And
we'll see you tomorrow.